Property is not to give you money. That's the job of your active income. Property is a storer of your money. Bakit ako na-disapprove? Sabi nung developer, ma-approve ako. Kasalanan ng developer yan, di ako na-approve. Hindi. Four mistakes to avoid. Number one, it's financially not being ready. So number one, take note of that. Number two, not studying the cons. Meaning you only hear about the good things, but you don't hear about the bad things. Number three, not asking the right questions. You know, ang dami kong lumalapit sa akin and say, Sir Carl, I'm in this problematic situation right now. Kasi si ganun, hindi niya sinabi. Kasi agent ko, hindi niya sinabi. Kasi si ganun, developer, ginaya niya ako. So I want to guide you on how to ask the right questions. And number four will be walang follow-up execution, which I will also discuss in a bit. So number one is financially not being ready. There are many people who come to me and they are in a problematic situation. They tell me, Sir Carl, ang pangit naman ng property investment. Kala ko ba maganda yan? Because financially, hindi pa enough yung excess money mo. If you don't foresee mga life's unexpected expenses, di ba? You have to be financially ready. Meaning talagang medyo may excess na. Actually, the best time to buy property is when you're single. Bakit? Kasi yung gastusin mo hindi pa masyadong malaki. The obligations, di ba? You just need to make sure that medyo excessive na yung monthly income mo. Property is not to give you money. That's the job of your active income. Property is not to give you money. That's the job of your active income. Property is a storer of your money. Property is a way to grow your money. Meaning, meron ka ng existing ipon. Number two, not studying the cons. Sometimes when we're amateur or newbie, we just ask, paano ba ako kikita dyan? Sir Carl, magkano bang returns dyan? Magkano ba yung kinita ng isang kaibigan ko dyan? Lahat all about the pros. Diba? Walang masama doon asking about the pro because that's your strategy. But it's also very important to ask what are the problems. Diba? What are the cons that happens in property? Number one, personal cons. What if hindi ako makabayan? What if something happens to my family and hindi ko na mabayaran yung installment? Yes, guys, I'm telling you, that's part of your game plan. That's part of your strategy. In fact, it should always be there. Also, we want to taper down expectation. Minsan kasi syempre, hindi mo na masisi yung mga salespeople natin, mga kaibigan natin na salesman, they tend to overpromise, di ba? Okay lang naman, hindi naman nila kasalanan to overpromise kasi they're doing sales talk, they will promise you a lot of things. And sometimes hindi naman sadya kasi minsan yung mga sales talk, mga sales people natin diyan, mga bata din, mga young people and then they just follow a script. Hindi dapat tayo maniwala basta-basta, 'di ba? Hindi yung sabi niya, sir, after 2 years daw mabebenta ko to and I will make 2 million. Number 3 mistake to avoid, not asking the right question. Not asking the right question. Ano ibig sabihin na not asking the right question? Okay, example. If you're buying a property, marami kang pwedeng don't keep on asking, kikita ba ako dyan? Magkano returns ko? I mean, if you ask a salesperson those kinds of questions, you can almost expect na yung answer is positive, di ba? Dyan, busog, di ba? But I want to train you guys to ask the difficult questions, di ba? Number one, pag nag-turnover na ba yan? Nandyan na ba lahat ng babayaran ko sa computation? Ay, hindi pa, sir. Meron pa po mga transfer charges na wala dyan. Ayun, yun na, di ba? So, nabawasan na kita ng stress kasi you ask the right question. Then you probe further. Wala pa sa computation yan. Magkano ang magiging parang taxes ko? Mga 3%. O magkano yan? Mga 400,000. O sige, buti na tanong ko. At least I can prepare for it. How about ito, last one. How about if I loan from the bank? Ma-approve kaya ako? Diba? I have so many people come to me and say, bakit ako na-disapprove? Sabi nung developer, ma-approve ako. Kasalanan ng developer yan, di ako na-approve. Hindi. Kasalanan din natin yan. Kasi kung yung pinakita mo na document sa bangko, kulang, naturally, the banko will not approve you. Number 4 is walang follow-up in execution. Ito, simple lang naman. If you have a property na paparent mo, of course, you have to renovate it. You have to make it nice. Number 1, renovation. You have to make it nice. Number 2, you have to advertise it. Diba? You have to advertise. You have to let the world know na for rent siya. And then number 3, pag may nag-inquire sa property mo, kailangan ma-engage mo ng tama. Kailangan yung ma-feel nila na, you really are there wanting to do business with your potential tenant. Sir Carl, yung unit ko wala pa nag-rent. Grabe, 6 months na. And I asked, what are you doing about it? Sinabi ko dun sa agent ko, kailan? 1 year ago. May picture ba siya? Wala yata eh. Meron ba siyang information about your unit? Wala yata eh. Nagme-message ba kayo na may inquiry? Hindi rin eh. Most probably, she is not working on it. Diba? Again, we do not blame them, but we look at ourselves. Are we constantly reminding our agents, rent out mo naman yung unit ko. Ito, some pictures na bago, galing lang ako sa unit. Magkano ba ang upahan dyan? Sige, gawin mo na yung price natin, competitive. Instead of 30,000, 29,000 para mauna tayo. So, that execution is a continuous work para ma-rent out yung property. So, there you go. Number 1. Ano ba yung number 1 ko? Financially, be ready. Study all the bad things. Ask the right questions. Do not blame everybody. And no follow-up execution.